So I wanted to talk about um, what many people would call a contradiction in the scriptures, and I want to see what your guys' opinion is, what you think, and if you don't, you don't have to look it up in the Bible right now. You can, like what I do is I will pray on it. Like I you guys praying and fasting should be a regular part of your um, regiment as a believer, especially in these end days, you guys. Um, Fasting in conjunction with prayer is very powerful, you guys. Is very, very powerful. But here in Romans 3, it says, "What then? Are we any better? Not at all, for we have already made the charge that Jews and Greeks alike are under sin. As it is written, there is no one righteous, not even one. There is no one who understands, no one who seeks God." Okay, so we got that one. But then when we go over to John, 1 John rather, it says, "No one who remains in him keeps on sinning. No one who continues to sin has seen him or known him. Little children, let no one deceive you. The one who practices righteousness is righteous, just as Christ is righteous." So not only is John saying that there is people who are righteous, he's saying as Christ is righteous. He's up in the ante, right? The one who practices sin is of the devil, because the devil has been sinning from the very start. This is why the Son of God was revealed, to destroy the works of the devil. This is off topic, off subject, but I did a video about to Todd White the other day, and he was literally saying, we don't have to do that, and we shouldn't do that. And it's like, dude, this is why the children of God were made manifest, it was to do these things. This is their whole function in the end times. Or not their whole function, but a big part of their function. So I'd like to ask you guys why you believe, or why, what your view is on this, what seems to be a contradiction. We got Paul saying one thing, we got John saying another. And another thing I wanted to talk about was, so the other day I was telling the Lord, because I'm doing uh I was going through a little bit of a fast, and I was telling the Lord, I was saying, Father, I offer up, all of my physical, spiritual, and emotional pain that I'm going through for you and your holy will, for whatever your will is, Father. Instead of applying my sacrifice, what I'm going through, to something like maybe telling him I'm offering up this to get a revelation about something, or in conjunction with prayer. But I was telling him, I'm offering this up for you, Father. This is for you and your will. But then I was talking to the Father about my fast, and I was like, but I offer up my fast, and I was gonna save the merits of the fast for something else, so I could apply it to something. So I really wasn't trusting the Father's whole will, because if I did, I would have said, Father, I offer up all of my physical, spiritual, and emotional pain and my fast for you and your holy will, Father, whatever your will is. Because if you guys look, what I'm talking about offering it up is, if you guys look at or know the apostles, the disciples, and the prophets, they would offer up a certain sacrifice for a certain something, whatever they were wanting, a revelation or whatever. But I was saying, on one hand, you know. And this is funny, you guys. This is our the sin that's inside of us that we're warring with right now, you know. Um, but on one hand, I was saying, you know, Father, I offer up all my physical, spiritual, and emotional pain for you and your holy will, you know. But my fast, I'm going to apply that somewhere else, because in my mind I was like, in my conscious or subconscious, I was like, I want to apply that where I see fit, to something that I want, instead of relying on the Father and him knowing that he knows what I'm going through. He knows what I want, right? I mean, I hope we all know that. But he knows what I want. He knows what I'm going through, you know? And so it's kind of funny, you guys. We have to, we really need to take this time to examine ourselves, and purge out all of the sin, all of the things that aren't good, that aren't really conducive to living a holy life, and a life in truth. You know, we got to get rid of these things. So, you guys keep a repentant heart. I'm praying that anybody that I know, all of my brothers and sisters in Christ, anybody who I know on this, that I've met on YouTube, that they be given a repentant heart. Because this thing's almost over, guys. But I love you so much, and I'll catch y'all later. Let me know about what you think about this what seems to be a contradiction in 1 John chapter 3 verse 7 and Romans chapter 3 verses 9 and 10.